Hello friends, Metapod here, and today we are starting a new series of a game with really awesome opening music. Here we go. I love it. It's really cool, especially the stereo sound effects and everything. It's really cool. I also love this game. This is the Final Fantasy Legend. It is the first in the SaGa series, which became Romancing SaGa, SaGa Frontier, Unlimited SaGa, SaGa Scarlet Grace. This was the very first one, developed by Akitoshi Kawazu, who also did Final Fantasy II. And you will see some kind of elements from that in this, but let's just get right into it. And we will start, and I will talk about it as we go. And yeah, we start a new game. It has been said that the tower in the center of the world is connected to paradise. Dreaming of life in paradise, many have challenged the secret of the tower, but no one knows what became of them. Now there is another who will brave the adventure. And that's us. And we get to pick who we want to be. We can be human male, human female, mutant male, mutant female, Clipper, Red Bull, Whereas Zombie. Now, you can pick any of these four monsters, but the form of your monster is going to change like right away, and it constantly changes throughout the game. I like picking Clipper because he's a little bug man. But I asked the participation channel on Discord. I picked 4 people at random. And the first one who came up was my friend Vanille, and she chose a human female named Babe. So that is who our party leader is going to be. So here we are, Babe. If you want to advance, choose members of the guild. Yes. That's the first thing you do, is go to the... Which one's the guild? This guy? No. He's the inn. This girl is the guild. And it says... where, and you're just supposed to know what to do. And then you pick one of these empty slots and you can hire a mercenary for your guild. So we're going to create a party of 4 characters. And basically you can choose humans, mutants, which are called espers in the Japanese version, and humans are more like well-rounded character that focus on using items. Mutants or espers are magical characters that use magic powers that they gain naturally. And then monsters are interesting in that every time you defeat a monster, there's a chance it drops meat, and then you can eat the meat, and your monster will change forms based on a sort of complex formula. And so you're constantly changing between different monsters in the game as the game goes on. And again, I picked 3 more people from the Discord participation channel. And the next one up chose a mutant female named Yuna, which, you know, a magic user named Yuna is obviously a Final Fantasy X reference. And then our next player, oh, and that was Anthony who chose that. Shout out. And then the next person was my brother, and he goes by Vivi. And he wanted a mutant named Vivi, which is another Final Fantasy reference, this time from Final Fantasy IX. My voice has been a little off today. Like all day, it's been kind of... So we got Vivi, and then the last person, Spectre, didn't seem to really want to participate, so he decided to make a joke. And we got another mutant. But his name is YMCA. So here's our little lineup. We got 2 mutants, 3 mutants and a human. Now, what's nice about getting the human female as your leader is that she comes equipped with a saber. You can take the saber off and sell it, and it's worth a lot of money. 1,030 gold points. Or gold pieces. GPs. So we get the Gs. And then we can buy new stuff for everyone for a lot cheaper. So she can use, she'll take a rapier, which is not as good as the thing we sold, but still good. And then we can get almost gold armor for everybody. We'll buy 3 gold armors. And then we will equip Babe with the rapier and the gold armor. Yuna starts with a rapier, and we'll give her the gold armor. If you notice, the mutants start with... Oh yeah, we didn't have enough gold armors. Or they have these 4 equipment slots here that are empty. Basically, your humans get 8 equipment slots. Actually, I want to move these. So 4, 1, 2. I just like them to be in a certain order. But, basically, your humans get 4 equipment, or 8 equipment slots, where you can put any combination of armors and weapons on there. I don't think you can have more than one of the same... Like, you can't have 2 armors, or 2 gauntlets or something, but you could have, like, 8 rapiers if you wanted. And then, mutants have these 4 slots here. As you play the game, they will acquire magics through a system called Glimmer. Randomly after a battle, they will get a magic, and it will appear in one of these 4 slots. And once they fill up, then it'll start replacing them. I don't remember if it replaces the last one or if it replaces it random. In SaGa 2, it replaces the last one, and you just reorder them so your least favorite one is at the bottom, but I don't remember how this one works, so we'll see. And then I just noticed the 2 male mutants start with hammers, which is cool, but they gain stat points based on what they use in battle, and I would rather them use rapiers. So we are going to equip them with rapiers. And you notice the items have numbers next to them. That's their durability. Every time you use it in battle, it will lose 1 number, and when it reaches 0, it breaks. And you have to buy a new one, or replace it with another one or something. So usually you keep some backups or something, but we'll go ahead and... we can't save. I'm gonna save anyway, but the saving doesn't work on VBA for this game specifically. It works in like every other game, but not this one. And this was actually the first game that I ever tried to play on VBA, and so I thought VBA's saving just didn't work at all, like the battery emulation. There's another town in the southeast, but alas, that was not the problem. The problem was this game. Let's see what we can buy here. Strong 1, Agility 1, HP 200 1, Potion, X Potion, Antidote, Eyedrop, Revive, a Heart, a Rod. Okay, so we're going to work on saving up some money to get gold armor for our other dude. And then we're going to try and get some gold gauntlets. This tower leads to paradise. And that's the tower they were talking about right there in the middle. Let's see, I think there's somebody up here. Genbu has hidden the key to the door in the statue of Hero. So we need to get into the door to climb the tower, because we're wanting to challenge the tower challenge. If you lost your heart, you can't be brought back to life. So you have these hearts. They basically function like what are called life points later in the series. When you die in battle, you'll lose a heart, but you can come back by healing. But then once you lose all your hearts, you're just like dead permanently, and you have to be replaced. I think there's like a reviver person who can give you a heart back, and you can buy the hearts as we've seen, but basically don't want to lose hearts. And then we can walk around here. I think some lizards are going to come out. Everybody attacks with rapiers. And see, Babe's doing 6 damage. YMCA is doing 0 damage. Yuna's doing 3, and Vivi's doing 0. The reason they're doing 0 is because, man, this is taking a long time. Is because their agility is too low. A rapier is an agility-based weapon, and it deals damage based on the user's agility. We got 40 GB for that. Okay. So, basically, abilities. So you see they have agility of 7, and these only have agility of 3. But using the rapier should cause their agility to go up every now and then. Because your stats, you don't get experience points, but rather you build your characters by randomly getting stats after battle and giving them these. I'm pretty sure you can give these to mutants too, so it doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll actually start out with the hammers on them, so that they can actually do some damage, and then switch over to rapiers once their agility has gone up. We can actually make one of them strength-based too, but mana is what we're looking for here, and you can see she has no mana. Yuna has 5 mana, Vivi has 5 mana, and YMCA has 5 mana. Maybe mana's the only thing that goes up random. I'm thinking a lot. I recently played SaGa 2, so a lot of those systems are in my head, and I don't know how many of them carry over into this game. Okay, let's see. How much does it cost to rest? 7. Bye-bye. So now we will try to go out and fight again, and you will see now that they have, because they have a strength of 7, whereas her agility is 7, and you'll see the hammers do decent damage because they're strength-based weapons. So Babe does 6 damage, Vivi attacks with the hammer, 3 damage, 2 damage, 8 damage from that hammer. So these should get done a little faster. And being a classic JRPG like this, see, you can get the meat. Eating it won't do anything. Like, we can have Babe eat it, nothing happened. But if you had a monster in your party, the monster could eat the meat, and then the monster would change forms based on the monster that dropped the meat. But for example, if you're a zombie, or if you eat a zombie meat, you don't turn into a zombie, per se. But there's a formula like slime who eats a zombie turns into this, and then like a wolf who eats a zombie turns into this and stuff. And there's a formula that decides this. It's not as simple as just A plus B equals C. I mean, you could simplify it to that, but it's kind of like there's this point system, and the meats have different points in their like ranks to the monsters and stuff, and it's pretty cool to understand the inner workings of it, but basically you can just understand it as if slime eats zombie, it turns into monster B, and if slime eats a goblin, it turns into monster C, and stuff like that. Okay, and strength is down by 1. Babe attacks goblin by rapier, hammer. Okay, and then I saw something look different. Rapier. Oh! So Vivi glimmered stench. So now his hammer moved down here because these first floor spots are now for his magic. Stench seems to lower the strength by 1. Not very useful. And then you can see that it had what looked like durability too, and that's its charges. when it runs out of charges, you can't use it anymore. But unlike other stuff, it doesn't break. It just stops working until you... Oh, I accidentally used Stench again. I can't just mash the button. It's not like later SaGa games where, like, strength is down by 0. The lizard doesn't mind the stench. It's not like later SaGa games where it has cursor memory even across battles, so... But at least has cursor memory throughout the battle, so... But, so you can see we used Stench twice, and it's down to 8 charges. We can go heal up. We lost a lot of HP just then. And, we should be back at 10 charges. So I gotta pay attention. There's no notifications when your mana goes up or when you glimmer a new ability. So you just have to kind of... I mean, you can come in here and check every time. Like, her mana's 8 now, so her mana went up. Their mana's 5. Okay, so her mana has risen a lot. It's up to 8. I'm gonna keep knocking my earbuds out. But, she hasn't glimmered any magic, so we can't really make use of that mana yet. But if she were to glimmer a magic, she would be super powerful. Like an attack magic, not something like Stench. And those hammers are doing a lot of damage. Maybe the zombies, like, have a low resistance to, like... I don't think this game has, like... properties like slashing and bludgeoning and stuff like that. It might. I don't think so, though. And then let's see. Strength is 7 now. And his agility went up 8. So, okay, so there's... And strength is up to 11. So their stats do boost at the end of battles. Okay, but it's probably just random because so it doesn't matter if he's using a rapier or a hammer. So rather than like in SaGa 2, where you want to choose your weapons based on how you want to build your character, and this one you, I guess, should choose your weapons based on how your character has grown. So that's a little different. Okay, let's check everyone's HP. We're doing good. But yeah, like all super classic retro RPGs like this. Ooh! VV Glimmered Barrier and YMCA Glimmered ESP. I have no idea what that does. Use ESP. It didn't do anything. That's fun. We got 40 gold points. Gold pieces. Gold pieces. They're pieces. They're not points. I think they're kettle in Japanese version. I think it's kettle for the first 3 games, and then it might be gold in the SaGa 3. And then I don't remember what it is in Romancing SaGa 1. It might just be gold in Romancing SaGa 1. Then Romancing SaGa 2 turned to crowns. Romancing SaGa 3 had orums. I think SaGa Frontier had credits. And it also had a gold system, but gold was something different. There was like gold and credits. And SaGa Frontier 2, I don't remember. It's been so long since I played the game. That's my least played SaGa game. Not because I don't like it, it's just the one I've happened to play the least. other than SaGa 3. And then it's also one of the few I've never finished. And Unlimited SaGa used crowns again. Well, they were Keto in Japanese, and then they were KR for Keto in English. But it can also be like KR for crowns. So it wasn't, I don't think it's ever like fully spelled out in the game. It just says KR. So it could be Keto or crowns. Crowns is easier to say. And then SaGa Scarlet Grace didn't have a money. Oh, don't want to use Stench. We got Barrier, YMCA Glimmered Barrier too. And yeah, it seems like it just puts them in a random slot. So any of your abilities can be overwritten at any time. What am I saying? Yeah, SaGa Scarlet Grace used like a crafting system. Oh my gosh, a Red Bull. This feels a bit dangerous. I don't remember them being around the beginning of the game. Oh, holy crap, Yuna has 2 HP. Okay, it attacked Babe. It's doing a lot of damage. Whew, okay. So we need to go heal up. We're gonna lose a lot of money for that. Maybe we should just run from Red Bulls for now. We have 420 GP, nice. Let's go buy another armor. And we will get the gold armor for YMCA. And then another thing you notice is that the mutants, their stats are going up. So Yuna has 12 mana now, 10 agility. Vivi's growing pretty well-rounded here, and YMCA has 11 strength and 11 agility. Wow. We'll keep him on the hammers for now, because hammers seem to do a little more damage respective to their strength level. Well, I don't know, because she only has 10, so... But Babes has not moved at all. That's because human stats go up by buying these strongs and agilities. As well as HP 200s. Which, let's go ahead and buy one. So we have enough money. And I can show you. So, right now Babe's max HP is 60. You can see Vivi's is 46. And then Yuna and YMCA haven't gone up at all. They're 20s. Let's move Vivi to the second slot. The order that they're in is the likeliness they will be targeted. So Babe will be targeted most often, then Vivi, then Yuna, then YMCA. So we want, yeah, YMCA should be in the back because he has huge stats. So he can hit a bit harder. So we want him to stay alive more than anyone else. Babe and Vivi are bulkier, so they're more likely to stay alive even if they're in the front. Anyway, Babe has 60 HP, 60 max HP, and we will give her an HP 200. Now she has 78. It went up by 18. That's really nice. Basically, it will go up between like 1 and 20 or something until you... we have 2 gold pieces. Basically, it will go up between like any number 1 to 20 until you hit 200. Then it will start going up by 1 at a time. Oh wow, an albatross. And then you have to buy like a different one. Like there's HP 500s or 400s or something. And you have to buy those. And then it will go up again from like 1 to 20. Randomly each time you eat one. or use one. I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be, if they're like pills or like, I don't know what it is. But maybe they're like cybernetic parts that you're like installing. And that was this game's version of mechs. Because you can start having mechs and installing parts and stuff on them in SaGa 2. Then SaGa 3 does it a little different, where like everyone starts out as humans, but you can install parts or eat meat. And it... Oh. YMCA got hit. Hit hard. But, okay, let's keep YMCA alive. We'll go ahead and heal up. But, so in SaGa 3, everyone starts out as humans, but you can eat meat, which will push you farther to the monster side, or you can install parts, which will push you further to the robot type side. And there's actually like 2 levels. Like if you've only eaten a little bit of meat, you're just like a Beastman or something. But if you eat a lot of meat, you become a full-on monster. And similarly, if you install some parts, you become like a cyborg or something. And then if you install enough parts, you become like a full-on mech. I don't know what the actual terms are, but there's like mech, cyborg, human, beastman, monster. Like 5 different things you can be depending on how many things you've done. And even if you become a cyborg and then eat meat, you'll go back towards being a human. It's like a slider. So it's pretty interesting. Though that game used a standard, typical level up system with experience points and stuff, which is a big downer after the first 2 games had this unique stat raise system. I can see why some people would not enjoy this because your stats are going up randomly and you can't just be like, okay, if I grind 100 battles, I am going to go up this many levels. Instead, it's like, I have to keep fighting until hopefully my HP goes up. It's better in SaGa 2 when, and even in Final Fantasy 2, which I'm surprised it didn't go more like that for this game. I guess the humans are kind of like that because you pay to upgrade them how you want. So it's a nurture over nature system. But the mutants are like... This barrier twice now. Oh, Uniglimmer's Stench. Why are they all glimmering Stench? I think what abilities you're able to glimmer are based on the difficulty of the monsters you're fighting. So we're going to glimmer like really stupid magic fighting these like little lizards and stuff. But we need money. But yeah, so in SaGa 2, like if you use a rapier, your agility has a chance of going up, whereas if you use a hammer, your strength has a chance of going up. So it's based on what you do in battle. And like if you use a shield, because shield, you use it as an action turn, it's not like a passive thing like in a lot of old games. You have a chance of defense going up, and then you always have a chance of HP going up. So your characters kind of grow based on how you use them, which is how they kind of worked in Final Fantasy 2, where your characters have levels for each type of weapon, and I think for each type of magic too. And it would go up, those levels would go up as you used them. So if you used fire magic in battle, there was a chance your fire magic would go up. And the stronger monsters you fight compared to your current fire level, there's a higher chance of it going up, stuff like that. Which is a really cool and fun system, personally, in my opinion. I think it's really fun to watch your characters grow based on how they're used. And have them kind of grow somewhat randomly instead of on this linear experience point path. It just feels more organic and interesting to me. So when in SaGa 3, they just kind of took that out. That was not the happiest time for me. Vivi's HP is 121. His defense is 8. Babe's defense is 9. And she does have the bronze gauntlets. So once we get the gold gauntlets, I think we'll give them to Vivi and put Vivi in the front. Damn, Yuna's agility is 12. Mana is 14. Whoa! YMCA. That is wild. Strength, defense, agility, all 11, and mana is 14. So he's our strongest one right now in raw power. But he does have really low HP. It's only 33. Yuna's is also 33. That's why the price goes up so much sometimes, because they're getting HP boosts. And it just raises your max HP. It doesn't raise your current HP. Which I would like if it raised it proportionally, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and buy the gold gauntlets and give them to Vivi. And then we will move Vivi to the front. And see, I think this is kind of fun. Instead of just like, this is my mage, they're gonna level up low HP, low defense, but high mana. If I fight 5,000 battles, they will level up those things proportionally. If I fight 10,000 battles, they'll level up those things proportionally. Even in this one where they're leveling up randomly, it's still exciting to see who develops in what way. It makes the grind more interesting to me, I guess. Because really right now we're just grinding for money. Just because I want to get all the gold stuff. It's not particularly necessary. I just like getting it all early in the game. I know this makes for a really great video of me walking around in circles. So hopefully my talking is interesting. Hopefully. Even though I'm not saying much. Yuna learned Thunder! Yuna attacks Albatross by Thunder. 27 damage! Why does it say VV1? Oh my gosh. Oh, because Vivi's our head character now. Wow, Yuna, that's amazing. Hopefully Thunder doesn't get overwritten anytime soon. But with my luck, like, Thunder will get replaced by Barrier, like, right away. How much does it do to the lizard? 30 damage! Oh man, here, have some meat, Yuna. Nothing happened. Oh, this is so awesome. And see, this is so much more. This is so exciting. Like, I get... You know, I play games to have fun. And I think when you're just like, okay, if I fight 17 more battles, I'll hit this level and then I'll get Thunder. Or if I go to the shop and pay this much after fighting 100 battles, I will buy Thunder Spell. Like, it's satisfying to get new stuff after that, but it's more exciting when you're like, oh my god, Yuna got Thunder. And it, like, it's exciting. I've been using Barrier this whole time. And this making this go so much faster. Which is great. We'll just kind of run around till Thunder wears off. Because we're not like taking damage or anything now. Maybe a little bit. Why is Yuna the slowest, though? I think we actually all have around the same agility. 8, 8. No, Yuna has 12. She should be going first. Why has 50? Oh, he learns Stealth, which you don't see this in... I guess we've been using ESP and Barrier and stuff on him without paying attention. But YMCA glimmered Stealth, which is a passive ability, and it makes it so that you don't get back attacked by enemies, which is pretty cool. So what's... He's still at 33 HP. He's getting wild sack growths everywhere else. 15 agility and 16 mana. He needs the Glimmer Thunder. But only 33 HP. I keep accidentally going into the little tower town. There's actually supposed to be a town that surrounds the tower. Or at least a little, like, rest area. I don't know what to call it. One-hitting enemies now. This is so awesome. Go, Yuna, go. Appropriately, Yuna. I guess it would be more appropriately if Vivi was the first to learn it. So Vivi seems like, you know, the main little black mage guy. The Thunder would be more of his signature than Yuna, but still. It is awesome. Oh, it didn't die in one hit third time. I had to get hit by Vivi's hammer. Then I don't know what happens in this game when you don't have anything to do. Like if you don't have a weapon equipped, I think it just says nothing, and then you just like press A to skip their turn, and they'll just do nothing for that turn. Because I think in order to defend, you need to have a shield, and you actually use the shield as your action for that turn. Oh my gosh, PvY, barrier, barrier, barrier. And the shield will actually like deflect attacks, so you don't get hurt at all, which is really cool. So, like in SaGa 2, I like to have my front character carry a shield and be super tanky and just block all the attacks and stuff. It's really fun. In this game, you can do that too. We might do that with Babe later on. Tank her up and give her a shield. And have our 3 Espers, our main attack unit. Depending on how, and then we'll keep a nice weapon, only 61. Then we'll keep a nice weapon for Babe so she can use it when the Espers happen to get bad moves or whatever. Okay, we'll buy another gold. Another gold. Alright, so Vivi has both golds. Now she has both golds. She has both golds. And then YMCA needs 1 gold. And then we will replenish, we'll buy some backup weapons, some backup hammers and rapiers, and then we will head on to the next area. And since I'm kind of out of things to say, since I kind of talked about the series in general, I think I'll go ahead and end here and play this on my own until I save up enough money to get that stuff, which it just said Vivi initiate an attack. I think that means we got a preemptive attack, but I don't know. The last time I played this game, I played it in Japanese on the Wonder Swan color. So I don't it's been a long time since I played this version. Wow, 17 damage with the hammer. Wow, we just took it out with hammers? No, we still needed the thunder. But yeah, I think I'm going to go here, and then next time we come back, I will have finished up my little grind here, and we will... Kinesis. Yeah, a thing that's a little annoying about this game and old games in general is you don't really know what stuff does. Like, sometimes the instruction manual would tell you, like, have a list of spells and tell you what the spells did or something, but I don't have instruction manuals in this game. Actually, I do. No, I don't have this one. I have 2 and 3. I own the box and the manual and everything, but this one I just have the cart. And then, but I do have the Japanese instruction manual. Because I have the Japanese box and cart too, and manual. So you don't know what that thing. Eating it should heal you a little HP if you're not a monster. Just saying. I think that would be cool, even if it was just like 5 or 10. You know, like a random amount between 1 and 10. That would be cool. I would appreciate that a lot, because it doesn't always drop, and you can only give it to one person, even if it was just a random amount between 1 and 5. That would be nice. Yuna has 100 HP now, but I'd like to keep going until we see... Oh, she learned Flame! Yuna! I want to see what Kinesis does, but we're like... Ooh, it paralyzes the enemy. That's cool. Actually, we might have enough money to go on now, but even if we do, I'm gonna go ahead and stop in our next adventure where we'll actually start exploring the world. All we've done is run in a circle around a tower for like 40 minutes. Wasn't that exciting. But I wanted to talk about the games in the series and stuff, so we did that. So I will see you guys around. I might grind a little more money to buy some extra weapons after I turn off the recording. I don't know. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this series. As for other series, I still want to do Shepherd's Crossing. I just haven't really been in the mood to play it recently because I really want to play RPGs. Digimon, I am still deciding if I want to quit completely or if I want to record just the story parts and then play all the subquests and stuff on my own. And then I think those are the only 2 things I was playing. Now I got this. Yeah, because I was realizing I was going to be doing 3 things, and that's Digimon, Shepherd's Crossing, and this. So, yeah. Woo! Maybe if a character dies in this, we'll get a brand new one from the guild. And I'll name it out, you know, I'll let someone else choose in the Discord. So if you want to be able to choose stuff like the characters in this game and stuff like that, come join the Discord and join the participation channel. You have to click the little Metapod on there. And you'll be entered in the random drawings from whenever I need somebody to pick or name something or whatever. But that's it. I'm so bad at leaving. I've been talking about leaving for like 2 minutes, so I will just see you around. Bye bye. Where's my stop recording button? I found it.